You know how it goes. You tell yourself, just one more video, and bam, you look at the clock and it's 3 a.m. Then you wake up feeling like a zombie, promising yourself you'll do better tomorrow. But what if the answer wasn't just more sleep? What if you could actually sleep less and still wake up feeling incredible? Well, today we're going to break down the science of how to do exactly that. It's maybe one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, right? You do everything right. You get those recommended 8 hours, but you still wake up feeling groggy with a brain full of fog. And then you see these people online claiming they feel amazing on just 5 hours of sleep. How on earth is that possible? Well, it's not a superpower, I promise. It's just smart science. Okay, so here's the first big idea we need to get our heads around. We have to stop confusing time in bed with time in recovery. They are not the same thing. Just because you're unconscious for 8 hours doesn't mean you're getting 8 hours of actual rest. The real game changer here is the quality of that time, how well your body and brain are actually repairing themselves. So let's dive into the science of what real rest actually is. Because here's the fundamental truth. It has almost nothing to do with the total number of hours you're asleep. It's all about how efficiently your brain moves through its natural sleep cycles. So, what is a sleep cycle? The simplest way to think about it is like a 90-minute program that your brain runs on a loop all night long. And during that time, it cycles through different stages of sleep, where each stage has a very specific job to do. Mastering this 90-minute block, that's the key to everything. So if we look inside one of these 90-minute windows, you've got some light sleep, and then you get to the two most important parts. You've got deep sleep. This is when your body does its repairs. Think muscle recovery, immune system, all that good stuff. And then there's REM sleep. That's for your brain. It's where you lock in memories, boost creativity, and basically clean up your mental hard drive. And that changes our goal completely, doesn't it? We're not just trying to get more time in bed anymore. The real goal is to get more deep and REM sleep packed into every single hour. See, when your sleep cycles are efficient, you can get all the recovery you need in less time. But if your sleep is broken up, you could be in bed for 9 hours and still feel absolutely terrible. Okay, so we've got the science down. Now for the fun part. Let's get really practical. Here's a science-backed formula you can literally start using tonight to make your sleep way more efficient. It all starts with 2 golden rules for timing. First, consistency is everything. You have to go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every single day. Yes, even on the weekends. This trains your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, to work for you. And second, you gotta respect that 90-minute rule. Ever wonder why you sometimes wake up feeling awful? It's probably because your alarm went off in the middle of a deep sleep cycle. So plan your sleep in blocks of 90 minutes. Aim for 7.5 hours, or 6 hours, or even 4.5. Waking up at the end of a cycle is what makes you feel refreshed. Now, here's a super simple but incredibly powerful routine called the 3-2-1 method. It's easy. 3 hours before bed, stop eating heavy meals. 2 hours before bed, no more work, no more stressful conversations. And that last hour before bed, absolutely no screens, no phone, no TV, no laptop. This is like sending a clear signal to your brain that it's time to power down for some serious rest. You know, what you do when you wake up is just as important as what you do before bed. So when that alarm goes off, do not touch your phone. The very first thing you should do is get about 10 minutes of direct sunlight in your eyes. This is a powerful signal to reset your body clock for the day. Right after that, splash your face with cold water. It's a fantastic way to kill that groggy feeling. And finally, just 3 minutes of movement, some jumping jacks, push-ups, whatever, will give you a natural dopamine boost that will skyrocket your energy. All right, so you've got the basics down and you're feeling good. But you want to take it even further? Let's get into some next-level hacks that high performers use to really dial in their recovery. Let's talk about caffeine. A lot of us don't realize that it has a half-life of about 6 to 8 hours. That means if you have a coffee at 2 p.m., half of that caffeine is still active in your system at 10 p.m. And even if you fall asleep just fine, it is wrecking your sleep quality. Having caffeine any time after 2 p.m. can slash your deep sleep, your physical recovery time by up to 30%. That is a massive, massive cost to your energy the next day. Your environment is also absolutely critical. You want to turn your bedroom into a sleep sanctuary. And that means 3 things: cold, dark, and quiet. Why cold? Well, your body's core temperature actually has to drop a bit to get into deep sleep, and a cool room helps it do that. Pitch black darkness is key for maximizing your natural production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. And of course, silence, or even white noise, prevents little sounds from knocking you out of those precious sleep cycles. Okay, but what if your mind is the problem? You know that feeling when you lie down and your brain just will not shut off? Two simple tools can be a game changer. First, journaling. Just do a brain dump. Get all those worries, anxieties, and to-do lists out of your head and onto a piece of paper. Second, some people find that things like magnesium glycinate can really help calm the nervous system. But, as always, please make sure you talk to your doctor before you start taking any new supplements. And this brings us to what might be the most important part of this whole conversation. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about sleep. We have to stop seeing it as a waste of time or some kind of weakness. Sleep is your single most powerful tool for high performance, period. I love this quote because it just says it all. The old hustle culture idea of bragging about how little you sleep, that's over. Real success, real performance, it comes from mastering your recovery so you can show up every single day with a mind that is sharp, focused, and ready to go. You just can't perform at your best on an empty tank. So if you take just one single thing away from all of this, let it be this mantra. It's time to stop obsessing over the quantity of your sleep and start focusing on the quality. Stop counting the hours and start making your hours count. Just imagine it. One day soon, you'll wake up a few minutes before your alarm. Your eyes will pop open, your mind will feel clear, and you'll realize you didn't need more time in bed. You just needed better energy. All the tools are right here. So the only question left is, are you ready to finally master your energy?